About the 7th of July of the year 1771, the packet boat San Antonio sailed from the port of Monterey carrying the 6 missionaries for the 3 missions of the South, and the commander, Don Pedro Fages. After a week of sailing, they arrived in the port of San Diego on the 14th. From there, the establishing of the new mission was undertaken. The fathers, guarded by 10 soldiers, left San Diego, accompanied also by the muleteers carrying the equipment. After going about 40 leagues, they arrived at the Rio de los Temblores. And just as they were in the act of deciding as to the location of the mission, a great multitude of Gentiles came up, all armed and under the direction of 2 captains who, with blood-curdling yells, tried to hinder the proceedings. As the fathers feared that a battle was imminent, which would surely result in the death of not a few, one of them produced a canvas on which was painted the image of Our Lady of Sorrows and held it up in view of the barbarians. He had scarcely done this when they all, subdued by the vision of this beautiful image, threw down their bows and arrows and came running hastily forward. The 2 captains threw down at the feet of the sovereign queen the beads and trinkets which they wore about their necks as a sign of their greatest respect, and also to indicate that they wished to make peace with our company. They invited all the people from the surrounding villages who, in great numbers, men, women, and children, kept coming in to see the Most Holy Virgin, bringing with them loads of various grains which they left at the feet of our Most Holy Lady, supposing that she needed them for food the same as the rest. The sight of the image of Our Lady produced a wonderful change upon the Gentiles surrounding the mission of San Gabriel, and they came very often to visit the friars, seemingly not able to sufficiently express their joy that they should have come to live among them. The first Mass was celebrated under a little shelter made of branches on the day of the Nativity of Our Lady, the 8th of September, and on the next day work was begun on the chapel which was to serve as a provisional church, and also a house for the fathers and another for the troops, all made of poles and surrounded by a stockade as a precaution against possible attack. The greater part of the wood for the building was cut down and dragged in by the pagans themselves, who also helped in the construction of the houses, and for this reason the fathers were encouraged to hope for a great success in the work, seeing that from the very beginning there was no opposition to the gentle yoke of our evangelical law.